tourism isn't today just about fancy. Tourism is giving back. Tourism is not only lying on the beach. Tourism is going back and saying, do you know what, I was in South Africa. I understand much more than what I thought I understood.
A couple of hours east of Cape Town is prolific Walker Bay, bookended by the oceanside towns of Hermanus and Hansby. On a hillside overlooking this confluence of the Atlantic and Indian Oceans sits a reserve like no other in the country.
And so we call this all green and blue, meaning green, the conservation we're doing on the land, and the blue with the whales together, the white sharks, the dolphins, the marine big five, the penguins. And so all together, I think it's a very holistic approach that happens here at Grootbos.
From this time forward,
for 2 memorable days, Clayton Neiman guided us through this wonderland of colour and life that lies in the middle of the Cape Floral Kingdom, one of the world's richest areas for plant biodiversity. Of almost 9,000 recorded species here, nearly 6,000 are found exclusively on the Western Cape.
It's something that nobody would expect. I mean, any guy you go to, tell him, oh yeah, let's go to the flower safari. He's like, maybe not, who's going to look at flowers? But once you actually come out here and you understand what's actually happening and how special these flowers are and the techniques they are using, it's absolutely incredible.
The ocean has a fundamental role in this finely balanced system. The coast is also a treasure trove of human history.
Probably quite easy if you walk down this way. It's absolutely amazing. Many of our guests love coming down to the caves area over here.
prime real estate, if you will.
Exactly.
Archaeologists have discovered evidence of Middle and Late Stone Age people here who fished and sheltered in Klipgat Cave. There was fresh water and an abundance of food.
Bait fishing was actually a big concept for people out here, not only packing out fish traps and things like that.
Perhaps with a nod to history, nearly all the food for guests at Grootbos is locally grown by local people.
So we plant our own vegetables, our own microherbs. We've got our own chickens, 270 beehives. We harvest our own honey. We've got our own pigs. We make our own ham. Because food today is critical, and food tastes different when it's fresh.
Community engagement, from direct employment to building football pitches to creating small business ventures, is everything. Grootbos impacts thousands of people in the surrounding townships through its outreach.
Some of the kids, they've got problems at their homes, and then you as a coach, you are a role model to them, and then you're like a teacher, you're a parent to them. You have to go and help them with the kind of challenges that they are facing.
Because through sport, by getting the kids together, you are able to teach them other things. Through subtly bringing the kids together, sport plays an amazing role.
Conservation works best when local people have a stake in the future. Protecting the delicate bush, telling stories about the flowers and why they're important, has to mean something, not just to those who visit, but to those who live here as well.
And leaving it underground.
Clayton is a master in conveying his passion on all aspects of this heartening story.
To the untrained eye, it looks like a chunk of land.
Yeah.
But to your eye, this is heaven on earth.
Exactly. I mean, Fynbos is so diverse. If you walk just a few meters in here, you'll see all the diversity of plant life and everything coming into action. These proteas actually make a lot of nectar. So you have, I don't know if you've noticed, we have lots of these Cape sugarbirds with the long beaks out here. They love these birds. But what's quite important about proteas is that they need fire. You might have seen Cape Town in some of these bigger areas, we've got lots of fires raging through. And proteas are the reason, because proteas needs fire, so they've become quite reliant on fires to rage through these type of areas.
Having grown up in WA, the similarity in the coastal bushland to our southwest is remarkable, a relationship hundreds of millions of years old.
So a lot of our Fynbos you will find in Perth, for instance. So when I was in Perth, I went, but we've got that plant species, we've got that. And people believe when there was Gondwana land, these two were together.
The transformation that's happened here shows when good people commit to the long haul for the right reasons, there can be lasting, meaningful outcomes.
But our duty here as Grootbos, besides the community, is to look after the environment. Because the environment here, the Cape Floristic Kingdom, is under a lot of pressure. Coastal buildings, vineyards, apple orchards, alien species of plants. So our mission is to conserve for generations to come.
At the risk of sounding like the guy who's going to try and sell you a set of steak knives, why would you come to Grootbos with all this flowery stuff around? Well, my question to you is, why wouldn't you come to Grootbos? That needs its own choir.